Well, hello, this is Kevin McNally. I'm with Jefferson Beach Yacht Sales, and we are in sunny Chicago. This is a spectacular day. You cannot buy these. This is definitely making some memories. And I'd like you to remember a few things that we talk about with this boat. This is the new Absolute 48 Coupe, or I've heard it called the Coupe, but on this continent, we're going to stick with Coupe. The 48 Coupe has some genius arrangements in terms of how they've designed space and use of different work areas in lounging areas, etc. Something you've never seen before, and I hope you'll enjoy it. On the transom area here of the 48 Coupe, and if you look, there's kind of a unique arrangement they've done back here. Actually, this whole area up here is what they call a terraced lounging space, so that when you're on board here, you can sit with your guests and you're actually looking back at the view that you're paying for, after all, because this is waterfront. So getting on board, actually, this is where it all starts. You've got a very easy access from the dock to the platform, and they've taken this, and instead of having the this flare coming all the way back here, you actually have a cutaway here, so it makes sense when you're standing on the dock and you're approaching onto the platform, you've got something to hang on to. Here you'll notice you've got fantastic storage compartments in here all the way across, as a matter of fact. Put all your lines, safety gear, even large fenders, and it actually goes very deep into the back there. As we move forward into the cockpit, actually a couple of unique things to look at. This really has a lot of features you're going to be used to seeing on a large, much larger yacht. You look at some of the hardware here, how they've designed it so that your lines come around onto the cleats and they're not chafing as you're sitting at the dock. They've even done some clever things with here, and I've left this on board, where you put this your line through the cleat, and it actually has a line storage in here. Even has a genius little drain piece right there, so that you're not having your lines get all moldy while they're sitting in their compartment. Coming up into the cockpit, you're going to notice a very large, wide area here. The boat is actually asymmetrical, so on the other side it's a little narrower, but this is wide and accommodating for just about any of your guests to come on board. Got a little transom gate here that's easy to close up, and you look out the side here, they actually have an open area here, so once again, while you're sitting in your lounging area, you actually have fantastic unobstructed view through there. Now that's partially for safety, because you can see what's going on around the boat while you're sitting here having a cocktail or refreshment. But it's also for the view, because you are paying for that waterfront view, as I mentioned earlier. And having a look at this area here, this is called a terraced design. So when you're sitting here relaxing with your guests on board, you're looking out here and you're enjoying that view, and it's unobstructed with the balustrade piece here, and the glass is open, it's actually see-through. You can actually rearrange this in a number of different configurations. You can close that table up. You can also slide that back into here, and this modular furniture is quite unique in the industry. This normally comes unfurnished, but we've ordered the modular furniture, which is an option, but this can be modified in a number of different ways, and you can literally transform it into about 8 different configurations. So if you want to have your full sofa arrangement facing aft, you can do that. You can configure this into an L shape here. These little armrests, you can lift them up. You could make a larger couch here. There's a number of different things. We also have this nice and quiet aft sunshade area to go over top of the terrace. Quite nice. You hit one button, step away, and it actually comes in automatically. You could stop it at any point as well. All right, here's something you're not going to see on a lot of yachts this size. You have these over 6-foot long vent windows on both sides that create this fantastic cross ventilation through here. Look at these walkways, how wide these are. I'm not scrunching up. I don't feel like I'm going to fall over the side. I've got handrails that actually, uniquely, they're shaped completely different than your normal round rails, because you get better grip on these. Coming up forward here, nice and easy to walk up here to get to your space. And look at this, you've got these wonderful storage compartments here for all your fenders and lines. We've also got a very versatile space in the bow here with these the loungers that are multi-position adjustments. You've got a Fusion stereo system up in here, which is multi-zone, so you can pick your sound for up here or in your salon or your aft area. They've done a really good job with putting drink holders in the right places, and they've got these rather unique pop-up night lights here, something you're not going to see on a lot of boats this size. There's actually 4 of them on the foredeck, and when you're sitting here at night lounging, it's probably one of the neatest little ambiance pieces they've added. Look at that cleat up forward. They've got these throughout the boat. These are what you'd expect to see on a much larger yacht. They're in the right places. They're easy to get your lines on there. And then going forward here, we have a very large anchor locker. This has all chain on it, as a matter of fact. You've got easy access to get to your chain down below. And then you've got this hardwired up and down quick remote for your windlass to bring your anchor chain up and down nice and easy. All right, welcome to the salon. This is how these flip out of the way nice and easily to give you great access to your salon, wide open spaces. To start in the salon, you have a very large refrigerator, as well as a freezer. There's storage everywhere throughout this boat. You see here you have your Fusion system, your little USB ports, your air conditioning operation there. Very large, deep compartments here. And actually going a little forward here, you have a very nice wine cooler built in. You're going to love this aft-facing galley that's great for entertaining with your cockpit space. You have a tremendous amount of storage, which, as you know, you can never have enough storage in a boat. Wide compartments, nice and deep, top and bottom. They really haven't scrimped on the space available to store all your dry goods, etc. Notice there's no push-button knobs, nice and easy. Nobody's breaking a nail. A nice deep sink here. Modern fixtures. You've got a lovely little compartment here that you can use either for garbage, or you could use that as a little chiller for some wine if you like. You've got a 2-burner stove with these kind of unique little arrangements here to hold your pots while you're just sitting there. You don't want to have those sliding off to the side. If you go down below, you're going to see it has a lovely Bosch microwave and convection oven. And a little extra storage down there. So Absolute really does think about a lot of things that other manufacturers wouldn't. What is, you're going to notice you've got little handrails that have clever placement. So when you're going up this little stepped area here to your giant salon space here, you've got a large table that opens up, and you're noticing you've got a great deal of opposed seating here. I think I mentioned we've got solar power on this boat. Up in the ceiling, as a matter of fact, when we slide this back, you can see the panels are built into there. That will actually run every system on this boat without running your generator, except for your air conditioning. And that's the reason for these extra large windows on both sides, because you combine this with the very large opening aft area and the pilot house door, and you get some fantastic cross ventilation here, so you're not getting stuffy. The boat is completely silent as you're sitting there relaxing or enjoying the sound of the water or the view. So moving into the helm area here, this is quite a unique design thing that you're going to find on a lot of the Absolutes. As a matter of fact, all of the Absolute yachts have this very easily operated pilot house door to give you access to your foredeck and out the sides. And when you step over here, as a matter of fact, you can get your joystick quite easily, and you can position yourself here right next to the dock. I can use what they call the assisted docking on this, which is a fantastic feature. And I know I can't overemphasize that, because this makes it so you literally can move into the dock without worrying just exactly what that boat is going to be doing. It actually has a feature so you can give it a little nudge, and it'll hold you next to the dock while you're doing your lines. We really do have one of the nicest helms in the industry, because there's a number of things that this does for you as a boater. One is you can stand up at the helm quite comfortably with this bolster in the up position. And you can notice you still have great sight lines here. You're not pressed up to the ceiling. You've got great headroom. You got the double screens here that are really easy to navigate through, and you're going to run everything from your radar, your GPS plotter. You can run all your dash functions in here. It's got all your alarms. You also have your fusion system runs through here, so you can do run your sound system, your volume, your stations, whatever you want to do for your audio system runs through here. And if you look over here, this is also where the assisted docking is here, as well as they've got the special active trim tab system that actually is not truly a trim tab, but it keeps your boat level. Matter of fact, it takes 60% of the overall roll out of the boat when you're underway. We also have the optional proportional bow thruster here, which is actually, the further you move it over to one side, the more it's actually going to move the boat for you. We also have directional air conditioning controls here on both sides of your helm, and you take that and you've got this lovely carbon fiber insert for a trim piece. That is what you'd call some nice fit and finish. Again, great rail placement when you're coming down these steps. There's even another rail here, so anytime you're moving around the boat, you're doing so in safety. Got these pocket doors, kind of unique on boats. Matter of fact, it's throughout the boat, and it's one of their trademarks. These really take a lot of space and put it back into the cabin. And if you're going forward from here, you're also going to notice that you don't have a lot of steps. Matter of fact, there's no steps. It's all one level flooring. We have a flat screen Samsung television here with the Sonos surround sound going all the way around. You're going to see you also have a lovely port light, stainless steel. Looks like this is on a 100-foot yacht. You've got these panoramic windows throughout. You're going to see that it's pretty standard on all the Absolute yachts. They want to really maximize their light and their visibility inside the cabin. It's astounding that they take a forward portion of the boat and they turn this into a master that you can completely walk around, and you don't have a small bed in here, if you'll notice. All right, we've got a vanity here. We've got a little storage compartment here. Lots of counter space. And throughout, there's actually drawers even down below here. Now, this is not something you expect to find on a 48-foot boat, but opening this up, you have a very large walk-in closet. It's actually also the place we store the escape ladder. A very large master stateroom shower and head area. When you come down the stairs off the main salon, you actually have a day head that doubles as the head for your VIP cabin. It's actually a very large head. You'll notice it doesn't have a large step down. It's easy to get into, and it's got a large shower area so you don't feel like you're in a teeny tiny boat. Now, this VIP stateroom, you'd never guess that this is a secondary stateroom in this boat. You're going to see an extra large full island bed, just an incredible amount of headroom. Lots of window space once again, in that opening port light off to the side. And you don't have a great deal of steps in here, so it's really easy to navigate. You're not bumping your head. You're getting through this quite easily without injuring yourself. And you're not going to believe this. We've got another walk-in closet space. You also have a washer and dryer built into this space. Once again, you've got a little bit more storage. Going up top, you're going to see you have a Sonos surround system with the Samsung LCD TV. You've got a slight step down into the third cabin. Pretty incredible headroom in here, actually. Great storage, and you have separated bunks that are off to the side. They're not above each other. Normally on a 48-foot boat, you're going to find that they take this space, and it's really a little bit cramped, and it's the short straw for anybody who ends up in there. The boat has a pair of IPS Volvo 650s, which are 480 horsepower each. Those are pod drives that allow the boat to run just fantastic around the dock and make it real easy for you to maneuver. They also are ultra economical when you're underway. And this boat will cruise almost 30 miles per hour when you're actually underway.
on me. You've been thinking so much, feeling blessed too. Even being alive, surrounded by my best life. I just wanna let loose and enjoy the night. Party non-stop under the moonlight. Let my body run free till they shut us down, and then we'll head home and watch the sunrise. Hey, yeah.